been doing a lot of showings lately, and I'm going to give you a couple of tips that I share with my buyers when we're going to see a bunch of houses. So it feels like every day for like the last 2-3 weeks, I've been doing like 3 showings a day with a set of clients. And it's not all the same clients, right? Because buyers have a lot of choices. And so one of the key things that I'm sharing with buyers that I've shared with for a long time is, let me pause. So when we go to a showing, I have some documents that I hand to the client. You know, it's a piece of paper. It says 3 beds, 2 baths, 1,200 square foot, 2,600 square foot, on an acre, whatever it is. It comes with the washer, the dryer, usually have a property condition disclosure sheet. And so if we're going to go see 3 houses or 4 houses, and you don't do this for a living, or even if you do this for a living, things can get blurred by the end of the day, especially with the heat of the sun. Gosh, it was 97 degrees yesterday, right? And so what I tell people is, hey, when we get done with this showing and we're headed to the next one, or take 2 minutes, usually, especially if there's a couple, do it with the person that's the passenger, flip that sheet over and write the pros and the cons that you liked of the house. Didn't like the stairs, loved the backyard, thought there was a funny smell, whatever. Because this is what typically will happen. If you look at 3 houses, 4 houses, 5 houses, I showed 5 houses Saturday ago. That was for some people that were out of town. And so not only were they looking at the house, they were also looking at the area. They were looking at the neighbors. They were looking at, do I like this part of downtown? Do I like this street? Do I like, it's close to the blah, blah, blah that I like. And so flip that sheet over, write the pros and cons of what you liked about the house and what you didn't like about the house. Because at the end of the day, if you're thinking back and you're going, gosh, was that greenhouse the one that had the water feature? Or was it the yellow house that smelled funny? I mean, that's important to you, okay? And after you've seen several sets of houses, and you now have those pros and cons, the conversation last night after we looked at 3 houses, my client called me up, and because remember, audio and video surveillance could be prevalent, and probably is prevalent, at one of the showings or all of the showings that you're looking at, right? We got ring doorbells, nanny cams, security cams. So I always tell my clients, limit your positive and personal information. And so we'll do a recap call. So we've looked at all these houses. It's 97 degrees out. No one wants to stand outside. And so they gave me a call. And we had a 15-20 minute debrief about what we looked at. Okay, so this house, we loved the layout of the house. Problem is that the exterior, the way you come in and the way you come out, didn't quite work. Now, if we could talk about the second one and the way that the flow of the house worked, if we can mash this with this one, that's where we start to really get deep. And now, me as an agent, I'm getting to know what my clients are thinking about a little bit more, because you know, obviously they're going to go home, they're going to talk a little bit about it, but I'm not there talking about it with them while they're watching Netflix or they're in bed getting ready to go. So it's important not only to write down the pros and cons of the house, but then to have a debrief with your agent and let them know where they're at, because they got to keep up with you. And a good agent is going to help you out, because they might be who knows, getting ready to list another home. Okay, I've done this before. You get a call, hey, come list me. You go over, you look at the house, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what Will is looking for. I'm going to call him up and let him know, hey, buddy, this one's got all the bedrooms that you need. It's got a second kitchen. It's on 5 acres. Like it's getting closer to where you want to be. And then we can really start to go down that journey together. So keep these wisdom nuggets in your mind. And if you want to know a little bit more about things that you can do to best yourself when you're going out and looking at all of these homes, give me a shout out. You can send me a DM. You can give me a call. You can send me an email, whatever. Now, if you're working with another agent, I'm going to keep it very general. And you should talk to your agent about best ways to do that. But you can also stay tuned to this channel because we're always putting out content to help you guys become better. BK knows the way.